It ain't nothing that I'm really chasing, but I do dream of it. I do want it. But like, I'm not chasing it though. Like, I want it to come to me.
And then my last question, I'll just like, what is co-parenting like for you guys?
When Ciara sang, "I bet you'll start loving me soon as I find somebody else, somebody better than you," she meant that literally, because Russell Wilson is everything. Future is not.
It's been an amazing journey because our kids love it. You know,
How many kids do you guys have?
Three.
Three kids.
Yes.
But it looks like Future is still salty that Ciara upgraded for a better man. And he's been throwing shots left and right, trying to shame her for letting Russell raise their son. And honey, from where I'm standing, it looks like Russell is still very much obsessed with Ciara. And this just confirms that Future wanted Ciara to be a single baby mama since she didn't want him. But since she's happy, he's just a bitter baby daddy. Because, sir, how are you mad that your child is being taken care of by a man who's a better father to him than you? Anyway, Ciara has had about enough of Future's mess, and she's now putting him on blast for being a bum.
Because people are gonna say something about what you do no matter what. Like,
Right.
they no matter
good.
what, you
Yeah.
know, they're gonna. I'm just gonna tell you, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That you know, because I'm going on baby number 4.
So Ciara's hubby Russell Wilson recently posted this sweet photo of him spending some quality time with little Future at the Nuggets game, and he captioned it, "The best times, father-son time, best recovery ever." And if you didn't know, Future Jr. is not Russell's biological son. He was born in May 2014 to Ciara and her then fiance Future. But just a couple of months after little Future was born, the old Future was allegedly caught cheating on Ciara with his wardrobe consultant, Tyrena Lee. And Cece quickly pulled the plug on their wedding plans, as she should have. But you know how they say that sometimes a breakup is the biggest blessing in your life? Well, that definitely proved to be true in Ciara's case. About 6 months after she kicked Future to the curb, Ciara crossed paths with Mr. Russell Wilson, who was playing for the Seattle Seahawks at the time. Ciara and Russell met at a Wisconsin basketball game in March 2015, and they had an instant connection. Russell invited her on a dinner date, and he told her right then and there that he's all about consistency.
I had this
Come on
wallet.
now,
I had
get in
this
there.
wallet. I had this wallet, and it was broke. It was broke down. It was like kind of tore up. I had it for a while. I was single at the time. You know, I was running around single, and then I had this wallet. It was tore up. So I could, first day we met, and we had been talking for 2.5 hours. You know, hanging out, whatever. And she saw the wallet sit on the table. She said, "What the hell is that?" She said, "What the hell is that?" I said, "What are we talking about?" She said, "That wallet, you losing with that." I said, I put my finger, I said, "First of all, with me, you're never losing."
Ooh.
I said, second of all, I said, that wallet, that shows consistency. Shows consistency. That's what you're going to get from me.
Wow.
You're going to get somebody who's going to be consistent for you every day.
And this man wasn't lying either, because fast forward to 2023, and Russell and Ciara are happily married with 3 kids and a 4th one on the way. Go CC! But shortly after Ciara and Russell went public with their romance, things got really ugly between Ciara and Future. And Future started straight up dissing Ciara in public. He even called her the B word multiple times and claimed she was keeping their son away from him. In January 2016, Future tweeted, "This B got control problems. I gotta go through lawyers to see baby Future. The fuckery for $15K a month. I just want baby Future. That's all." Well, a source close to Ciara quickly denied this and told E! News that Ciara never tried to prevent Future from seeing his son, even though he refused to pay $15,000 in child support. But Future kept going and later did an interview with XXL with 2XL magazine and called Ciara evil for letting Russell be seen with his son in public. He said, "I'm cool with him being around him, but certain situations, we all in the public eye. You can't move around with my son a certain kind of way." You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of moves are just made out of just being evil, basically. But this man just wouldn't stop, y'all. He later went on The Breakfast Club and claimed he wasn't bitter about Ciara moving on. The delusion is real, y'all.
I'm not bitter. People think I'm bitter because she moved on. I'm good. I'm taking care of me. I don't need him. She need him.
Ciara later ended up filing a $15 million defamation lawsuit against Future because he slandered her and called her a bad mother. But she later dropped it and decided to take the high road and focus on her family. And y'all, it's been years since all this went down, and Future is still hung up on Ciara. And we all know it's got nothing to do with his son, because Future wasn't really interested in being a dad to Future Jr. until Russell stepped in and stepped up. And then suddenly, Future started having public meltdowns about access to my child. Meanwhile, Russell really schooled Future on what it actually means to be a father. If you're just checking out Russell's Instagram, you could easily believe that Future Jr. is his own blood. And by the way, they always connect and post pics together. It's clear that Russell's got a lot of love for little Future. Back in May, Future Jr. turned 9, and Russell shared the sweetest tribute on Instagram, writing, "Happy 9th B-Day, young king. Future, we love you." 9 represents confidence, skill, and wisdom. The last of the single digits. You are a leader, compassionate to others, an amazing big brother, and an amazing son. But most importantly, you are a child of God. But here comes Future again, trying to rain on everyone's parade because his bitter behind just can't stand to see how Ciara leveled up. A few months back, Future appeared on Quavo's new song, Turn Your Click Up, and he fired shots at Russell with the line, "I got it out the field." Russell. Wow, that's some next level lyricism right there. But Russell didn't let this faze him at all, and shortly after Future dissed him, he posted a picture on Twitter where he was spending quality time with Future Jr. Best part of the day, Russell wrote, #dadlife. So whoever said Russell doesn't respond to Future doesn't know what they're talking about, because he sure does. He responds by showing him what it means to be a dad and a husband. As for fans, they were quick to put Future in his place for dissing the man who's raising his son when he himself has like a billion other kids he should be taking care of. One fan said, "His obsession with Ciara and her husband is disturbing. He has other children with other women and he leaves them the F alone publicly. Sound like a real sucker move to me. OMG, move on. You got 15 more kids to raise." And this person isn't lying either, because according to Future's Wikipedia page, Future is the father of at least 7 children by his account, each with different women. Y'all know it's bad when they write at least 7. But that's not all, because Ciara also recently hinted in a new interview that Future isn't even interested in co-parenting Future Jr., which makes his lame disses at Russell look even worse. Ciara was asked about where she and Future stand on co-parenting, and she burst into laughter, which lasted for about 30 seconds. And this pretty much told us everything we need to know about how much effort Future actually puts into being a father to Future Jr.
Like, what is co-parenting like for you guys?
Timmy, you're awesome. You're awesome.
Now, you know Future fanboys were quick to drag Ciara for laughing, and they said it's her own fault she picked Future. One of these little dudes said, "She mad because she picked a dumbass for a baby daddy. She laughing at herself for thinking she was different from the rest." Okay, and she also picked Russell, and her life now speaks for itself. She's a clear example of the mistake and the comeback. And the best part of it, Future himself proves this time and time again how salty and pressed he is about her. And that's like 9 years and 30 baby mamas later. So yeah, I'd be laughing too if I was CC. And those who get it, get it. One fan said, "If Delulu was the Salulu for Ciara, she would have died trying to change Future into a Russell Wilson. But she is a smart girl, so she realized he ain't him is a fact." Russell is also getting a lot of messages of support on his latest post with little Future, and people are defending him from Future's fanboys. "Man, this is dope," someone said. "Look at how happy that kid is. Shout out to all the men who love kids as their own." And another one wrote, "It's really other grown-ass men on here talking shit on Russell Wilson for stepping up and being a great dad and role model for his stepkid. Y'all weird AF." But let me hear what you have to say about this situation. Is there any hope at this point for Future to finally move on and leave Ciara and Russell alone? Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.